Alrighty, welcome back. It is March 10th, 1938, and things are about to get crazy in the world. The Axis has formed. We've got Germany, Italy, Japan, Ethiopia, and Manchukuo as puppets. Tanks are building. Japan is very upset with China. Um, It's going pretty well. I didn't think they had enough units to do it, but they brought a lot of stuff down from this border. But usually they leave stuff on that border, if I remember correctly. I don't know. Um, I feel like things are going very fast, but also slow at the same time. This is a weird game. I haven't played a single player game of Hoi in a very long time. We look over at Spain. The Nationalists are about to win. It looks like sometimes that doesn't work out. Let's check out my boy Romania. Not able to invite yet, but that's okay. No one's guaranteed Poland. I could declare war and break World War II because the highest threat to Poland is the United Kingdom, based on my spies earlier. Um, I'm not going to do that because it would break the game. What I am going to do is I'm going to bump it up to speed 5, at least for, oh, well, for a day. Oh, no, they're all done now. Great. So as these tanks roll off, I'm going to start building infantry. I already put several armored divisions on the eastern front. We're going to put some on the western front now. We're going to put one up here. And we're going to start building some infantry. I'll still build them as reserves. I don't have to, but I will. Now I'm going to build way more than I can produce right now. And as these come off, that'll just add to that and we'll be fine. Speed up. And 4. So again, we kind of want to... Oops. Kind of want to look at our terrain map mode when deploying tanks. We don't want to put them someplace dumb. This isn't the best spot for tanks, but this whole border is kind of rough in that regard. A lot of water, a lot of river crossings, a lot of forest. So again, I said don't put tanks in forests, but they're going into plains, so that's okay. There we go. One more on April 1st. Just gonna play with sliders until then. Done. There we go. And I will put one more up here, because we're gonna go for an encircle motion. Down around here. Alright. Just keep moving. Building infantry. They're all going to be done in July. Anyone over here interesting? Hungary. Lot of nations moving towards us. Or Soviet Union. And as you can see, our upgrades just went from 90 to 60, which is going to give us even more IC for infantry. Which is great. I'm pretty low on supplies, because I was running a negative for a while. That's okay. We're gonna conquer some mostly, but I also need to watch my officer ratio. It's going down fast. I Also, finally, we'll have to get self-propelled artillery at some point, which will require researching all 4 of these, which I don't really want to do right now. I'm going to put points into officers, because we need... I like to maintain 140. Because who knows when you'll need that leadership. Alright, so gonna cruise to July. Well, I won't say cruise, but we're gonna move to July. One way or the other. The game doesn't require this much pausing if you're playing at a normal speed, but again, I'm playing at speed 5, which I don't recommend for normal play. The tank. Nationalist Spain won the Spanish Civil War. Fantastic. That's great for us. But we're going to have to deal with that momentarily. Check, make sure we're not forgetting about anything. We do need our interceptor techs up, so we'll get those, even though we're going to lose a point towards officers. Let's check out Nationalist Spain. Let's see. They're actually pretty close to being able to be invited. We're building up spies again, so what we're going to do is... we're going to go back to United Kingdom, increase their threat again. But finish some text first. There we go. We may have a pretty strong coalition here if we get lucky. A lot of doctrines just went off. That's great. 3 doctrines that are over text, so now we can get rid of them. Go back in. We don't have radar. And now we're just researching texts that help us fight planes and bomb the enemy. Which you can see by just reading what they do. Ground attack organization penalty. That does exactly what it sounds like. You lose less organization when you ground attack. Pretty straightforward stuff. You just gotta... gotta read the tooltips and kinda use your common sense. The one thing that is difficult for planes and boats are those abbreviations. STR means strategic bomber. TRA means transport. It's even weirder in capital ships, because you have BB as battleship, SHBB is super heavy battleship, CA is heavy cruiser. Those you figure out over time. You kind of just gotta remember all of these little abbreviations. Okay, this is a great tech we just unlocked. Spearhead Doctrine. It allows armor, heavy armor, and light armor, those abbreviations again, to reduce their combat width by 1, which means those divisions that were normally a combat width of 5 become a 4. You know, which lets you get another unit into the fight. That's great. Can't research it till 1940, which means we really can't research it till 1939, because you can only research 1 year in advance. So we're going to just ignore that for a bit. Oops. Get rid of that. We want both of these we can research because it's 38 and those are 39 techs. That's great. Still losing supplies. I see why. Alright, so more techs. I'm going to research engineer techs, which are great. Because it lets river crossings and city attacks become way more effective. again, this is usually less crazy on speed 3 or 4. You don't have so many pop-ups overwhelming you. And I'm skipping through many of them because we want to get to the fighting, you know? That's a great tech, we want that. Again, you always want to look up here to make sure the little number's not red, because that means you're losing IC, which is our enemy. Wasting a lot there. That's going to get us our supplies. Hopefully we can maintain a supply surplus for a while to build up some base before war. Romania's getting real close. Can't invite anytime soon, but we're getting there. National Spain is real close. But again, everything's slow going in Hoi. 1930. Well, I could start researching better bomber techs. Which may not be a bad idea. More techs just going off one after the other. These are all 1940, but we're gonna want to get them as soon as we can. See which ones are inefficient. Large front and central planning. So that actually works out, because now we could research our other fighter techs. Bomber techs, rather. Have a nice supply surplus going. Ironically, the AI is still trading with us. Stop that. That is the one problem with automate trade, is that it's gonna try to get you money even when you don't necessarily need it. Again, I want these supplies, so we're gonna cancel these, and I turned off automate trade. Alright. So now we have a big surplus of supplies. Decline. Now I'm gonna have to deal with that, but that's okay, because I need supplies more than I need money, because war starts soon. We're gonna keep upgrading our bombers. Just gonna get up to about 20,000 or so supplies. I will give Italy items because they need it. Alright, now all of our fighter, interceptor, and bomber techs are going. Upgrades are almost done. Supplies are gaining quickly. We're looking good. Move over to our fighter techs. There are some we want on here. All 4 of these, in fact. But this one first. It'll take the longest, and it affects tactical bombers and interceptors. Which, as you can see in this mess, as int fighter and TAC, which are the ones we have and the ones we want. We are not going to trade with the Netherlands. Oh, we have heavy armor available. We won't build any now, but it's good to have. We're not going to research it now because we're not going to build any very soon. We are going to finish upgrading our fighters. Okay, almost there. Units are done building. We're gonna build more. We're actually just gonna... We're just gonna build 10 more. And then as they come off, it'll feed right back into it. And we won't have to worry about losing IC. So we're gonna stagger these around this border just a little. Gonna build 5 more even after that. We need a lot of infantry. Alright, I'm gonna start loading up the Western Front. I hope the Belgians are shaking in their booties. They should be. We're also going to move an interceptor squadron down here because France does like to bomb the troops on the Maginot Line, and they can push across. It's not unheard of. And we obviously don't want that. Italy can have whatever they want. Move over. Japan is making progress. As we can see, they're 67%. They're almost there. Check out Romania, getting there. Republican Spain, National Spain rather, almost there. At this point, we can declare war on pretty much anyone in the world, but we don't want to because we're not ready, and I'm going to get Czechoslovakia for free at some point. See, our officer ratio is plummeting, but we're putting 8 points in. That's really all we can do. Where's our Schwerpunkt? That finished up. That's great. Keep moving our airplane techs up. Let's see what we have down here. I'm considering invading Switzerland. That's always a fun move. Just to link up with Italy, but I suppose that would be cheating. The AI just cannot handle that. It's quite sad. We keep moving at speed 5. Soviet Union doesn't get jack from us. Up to August 38, roughly a year from war. And we are just mass-producing infantry. We're going to get up to September 8th here, and then call this session. Our fronts are looking pretty good. Orders of battle still look great. So you'll get something like this sometimes where one unit is supplying a few in different areas. That's okay. As I said, they're all looping down this way, so they're going to line up eventually. It's not like we're going across Russia. Yet. get a rough idea for how many units I have. I need more units south here, so we're gonna move some of these over here in order to fuel my pincer action. See? Oh, that's perfect. We're going to make a few of these engineer brigades because they're good to have around. And now we're going to go back to making tanks. So I didn't save the template there, but light armor, or medium armor, motorized, armored car. Make 2 of those. Some more Eastern Front shenanigans. Western Front's looking okay. We're gonna put some more tanks there next time. Where next session, I think we're gonna be at a war. Let's finish. That's why I always have this open. You can see if you forgot to connect units. So I forgot to connect these 3 stars to a 4-star. Now they're connected. We have our 2 headquarters. We're good. Alright guys, see you next time where World War II breaks out.